Hello, good morning, and assalamu alaikum to all of my grade 2 students. I'm your teacher Sana Kausar over here with the revision of chapter number 1 for all of you. So this lecture is going to be in a short duration, and I hope that it will help you to prepare your test well. So let's see that what I have for all of you. Okay, as I told you that we are going to start the revision of a workbook page number 1 till 10. These are the same pages that I sent as a quiz to all of you. So my instructions are simple. Just watch the lecture, solve the questions for a practice on book 2 and then attempt the quiz. This is something that's very important. I want you all to just solve all the questions by yourself. Watch this video or lecture and then you can easily attempt the quiz. Okay, my task of the day is that revision, and you can solve the revision questions on book 2, page number 7 and 8. Yes, this is something that you have to do with me in today's revision lecture. That now open your maths book 2, not workbook 2A. This is about book 2, which is in a colorful form, and you all have it. So we will solve the questions on the book 2, page number 7 and 8. Okay, this is something that I hope that my students remember and the students who already did the practice. So this is going to be a very easy stuff for all of you. So my first question is that what represent this, you can say that this square of blocks, what does it represent? Is it represent 100, tens or ones? Oh yeah, I know that you all know. Okay, it represent hundreds. This straight bars represent tens and there are though no ones in this picture. So how you gonna fill the boxes 100, tens and ones? So we need to count the hundreds first. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, there are 700s. How many tens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are 8 tens and there are no zeros. So what we're gonna do? How we can fill it? Yes, we will write 7 in this 100 place and we will represent 8 in a tens place and there are no ones in it, so we will put 0 in it. One mistake that students do, that they write 700 over here like two zeros, which is totally wrong, because once it is mentioned at the 100 place, so you don't need to mention any zero with it. So let's see. Now the total blocks we have, they are 780, which is mentioned over here. So there are dash hundreds, dash tens and dash ones. So how we gonna put that? Yes, we will mention 700, 8 tens and 0 ones. Yes, this is the way to read it. And again, I'm telling you that you're not going to mention any zero over here. If the 100 is written over here, if the tens is written over here, then you're not going to put any zero with the digits. But yes, and now look at the second example. 780 can be divided into like this, or you can make it into a pieces like this. So how you gonna write it down? Yes, now you can put the zeros. Now you will write down complete 780 and there are zeros in a zero ones in it, so it will come as it is. So now you are allowed, or now you can put the zeros over here. Yeah, I hope that my students know the numbers. Okay, now in the second example, okay, part B, D is solved over here at the first place. So let's solve it. As you all know that there are hundreds over here, and how many hundreds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Quickly count it down and mention it 4. How many tens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mentioned 4 over here. And how many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there are 4. So our total value of this picture is 444. Okay, now do it by yourself. Quickly look at the picture and tell me the answer. I'm waiting for all of you. Quickly, guys, tell me. Okay, I just did it. Can you? Yes, I just did it quickly because it's very simple. Three hundreds are mentioned over here. I mentioned 3, then 2, and there are 7 ones. So I quickly mention it. See how much easier it is?
We will be learning more about place values, in particular, hundreds, tens, and ones place values. Let's do a quick review of place values. Each digit in a number has a title, depending on where it's positioned. In the number 43, we have 4 tens and 3 ones. Now, if we add another number and make it 643, we'll have 6 hundreds, 4 tens, and 3 ones. In other words, 6 is in the hundreds place, 4 is in the tens place, and 3 is in the ones place. Let's have a visual example by counting the blocks here. First, notice the layers of the blocks. Since each layer has 10 rows of 10 blocks, we can say that each layer has 100 blocks. Next, let's look at the stacks of 10 blocks each. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks. That means we have 5 tens. Lastly, let's count the separate blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 ones. Therefore, we have 758 blocks in total. Good job! Let's do more practice on place values. For the following numbers, choose the value of the underlined digit. The underlined digit 8 is in the tens place, so its value is 80. Next, 5 is in the hundreds place, so its value is 500. Next, here, the underlying digit 7 is in the ones place, so its value is 7. Next, 4 is in the hundreds place, so its value is 400. And lastly, the underlying digit is in the tens place, which means the value of 7 tens is 70. Awesome! That's it for our lesson on hundreds, tens, and ones place values. Hope you had a good time.
Okay, I hope that my students understand this because this is something. Okay, I hope so that you students enjoy this video, and this video have a kind of a quiz at the end. So this is something that's really helpful for you when you will attempt the quiz and you will select the answer. So let's have another example. The digit 3 at the hundreds place stands for. Okay, this is the number that is written over here. So they are asking you the digit 3 is the digit 3 in the hundred places stands for. So they're talking about the number which is at the hundred place. So its value is 300. Yes. Now the digit 3 is in the tens place stands for. Okay, now they're talking about the number 3 which is at the tens place. So what it stands for? It stands for, tell me, 30. Yes. Okay, now they're talking about the last one. The digit 3 in the ones place and it stands for 3. Easy. This kind of a quiz you guys have already watched in a video too. Okay, now my students, what you're gonna do, open your book to page number 7. And this is something that is, I think, a piece of cake for all of you. So kindly just understand and try to solve it by yourself. I'm just going to read it for all of you. Okay, what is the value of the each digit in 530? 530. Okay, now tell me what we are going to mention over here. 530 is here. So how many hundreds are there? How many tens are there? And how many ones are there? I know that my students know the answer. Yes, now it has 500, 3 tens and 0 ones. And now you are going to make it into a pieces and there is no hundreds and tens mentioned over here. So you are going to just divide it into a pieces. As you speak up, you already hear the pieces. 530. So how about you're gonna write it over here? Yes, 530 and 0 will is at the ones place because there is no ones in it. This is something that they explain you. The value of digit 5 is 500, 3 value is 30 and 0 stands for 0. This is very easy and then they tell you that we can write it in a number form 530 in this way. That's cool. Okay, I hope that this is a very easy work for all of you. Now workbook page number 8 is for all of you to do it by yourself. This is something that is totally a kind of a test for all of you. Just look at the picture and tell them that how many hundreds are there, how many ones are there, how many tens are there, and how many hundreds are there. So I hope that you guys have already understand and done this part. Yes, there are 300 and there are 5 tens and there are 8 ones. This is so easy. And now even they leave this corner also for all of you that you're going to fill by just looking at these numbers. You're going to join these numbers over here and your number will be 358. Yes, okay, that's the way. This is the same kind of a questions that we have solved previously. So there are 300, 5 tens and 0 ones. And then again, you're going to make it into the pieces. That is 300 and 58 and then you are going to divide it into pieces that is 358. Yes, this is something that I hope that you guys understand how to do it. The digit dash is in the ones place. Okay, just look at this model and tell me that which digit is at the ones place. Yes. Okay, now they ask you the digit 3 stands for. So look at the 3, what it stands for. 3 stands for yes, 300. And the last one is the value of the digit 5 is. So they're talking about the 5. It is at the tens place, so its value is 50. Yes, task of the day is done. Okay, now this is the last page of the task that is writing the numerals. And I just want to explain you 2 or 3 mistakes points that the students do in the classroom. That 404. Okay, as you can see that there are only 2 numbers mentioned over here, 404. So what the students do, they just mention 4 over here. Students, it will be totally wrong because it will turn into a 44. So how you gonna mention it? 400 you will write down 4. There are no tens in it, so you will mention 0 and then you will mention 4. Yes, this is the way to write it down because even if you miss a simple any number or if you put the 0 after the 4 your question will be wrong. So this is something that's a silly point that the students do when they attempt the work. And the next is 913. Okay, just read the spellings very carefully. Sometimes students get overconfident and they just mention 0, 30. They just read it and they just write it wrongly although they know. So that's the another mistake point that I noticed in students work. So be very careful what is the spelling of 13 and what is the spelling of 30. That's the confusion point. Right, in words. Okay, look at this. This is not 24 and this is not 14. So be very careful about your spellings and you're gonna mention it like that. 240. Yes, and how you can read it? Can you tell me? Yes, this is not 890. This is 809. Simple. This is the something that I want to explain you all that don't do this kind of a mistakes in your work. Best of luck for your quiz. Good luck. Bye bye. Take care. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the revision video and the revision test. Take care. Best of luck for your test and quiz. Bye.